Hey guys, Andy from iAdapt here, and this is a 4-ball juggling tutorial. Now when learning 4 balls, it is a totally different pattern to 3 balls. So that's something to keep in mind. With 3, the balls are crossing. With 4, they're going straight up and down. So technically you don't even need to know how to do 3 balls before starting 4, but of course it's going to help. So what you do need before you can juggle 4 balls is 2 balls solid in both hands. Now when doing that, I recommend learning 3 different 2-ball patterns before starting with 4. So the first of those is outside throws. So the ball's traveling in a circle, going towards the outside of the body. I'll try and make that a little bit bigger. The next pattern is columns. So the ball's going straight up and down, and my hand moves underneath the balls. Also, it's good to learn inside circles or inside throws, but they're a little bit harder when it comes to 4. Now most people when they start learning 2 balls will instantly go to in front and behind, and that's one pattern that we don't really want to worry about. It doesn't carry over to learning 4 or any other juggling patterns. So we have outside throws, should go in the other hand, and columns, and inside throws. Having those solid in both hands before you start working on 4, I think will save you a lot of time in the long run. And it also means you need to spend a lot of time working on your less dominant hand. You'll find you're a lot more comfortable with your dominant, so spend that extra time getting your less dominant hand solid before you start working on 4. So once you have those 3 different patterns in both hands, it's time to work on to 4. Now I'm going to start by showing one option, and then I'll show you a few more at the end of the video. You can choose which one works best for you or work on all of them at the same time. So I'm going to start teaching outside throws in a synchronous pattern. So this means that both hands are doing the same thing at the same time and the balls are doing those outside circles. So it looks like this. So you'll notice the balls aren't crossing. I'm just doing outside circles at the same time in each hand. Now as you learn that, as with any juggling pattern or new number of objects, so whether that be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think it's a really good idea to pyramid as you're learning. It helps to teach control, and so you also can see where things are going wrong in the pattern. So with a 4-ball synchronous pattern, we'd start with 2 throws in each hand. So 1, 2, and stop, trying to get the balls at even heights. When that's good, we move on to 3 throws. 1, 2, 3, stop. When we're comfortable with that, 4. And so on. When you drop, so we're going 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I dropped. I pick back up and start back again with the 2. 1, 2. It is a little bit frustrating learning this way, but in the long run it will save you time. When you get bored with it, just go for as many juggles as you can. So that's how to learn a synchronous 4-ball pattern using outside throws. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there's a couple of other options that you can try. The first of those is to try an asynchronous pattern. So some people find this easier because it's similar to a 3-ball juggle with the hands moving at opposite times. Again, the balls don't cross. We're still doing exactly the same throws, just one hand after the other. So asynchronous would look like this. It's a little bit faster, but your hands are doing the same sort of pattern as they would with the 3. So some people find that a little bit easier, myself included. I learnt asynchronous first and then went back and learned synchronous. The other option is to work on columns first, or at the same time. You can work on all of these 3 different patterns at the same time to make your practice a little bit more interesting. So columns, you go back to synchronous. You can do them asynchronous, but it's a lot harder. So synchronous columns, the ball's going straight and your hands moving underneath them. So it is fun to try learning all 3 at the same time. Focus on 1 or 2 if you prefer. Best of luck. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message or in the comments. Thanks guys.